is Vicki Holzknecht. This is presentation number 2 for the class of ICTN 4040. My email address is listed below for any questions or comments you may have after my presentation. Today I'm going to be discussing Android and the malware and your safety. First off, let's just do a brief discussion on what is Android. It is open source software stack created for mobile phones and other devices. It's called the Android Open Source Project, AOSP. It's led by Google. It allowed developers to create inventive mobile apps, and these apps are available through the Android market. Essentially, the AOSP is similar to the Linux system, and it's designed by allowing programmers and coders to modify and create content and to fix bugs within the system. Just here recently, a malware app was discovered. It's called Droid. It contained malicious code and captured personal information. They found this malicious code in these developer names: KingMall 2010, We 2009 0202, MyOurNet. At least 50 plus apps were pulled from the Android market. A couple of these apps are Falling Down, Super Guitar Solo, Super History Eraser, Photo Editor, Bowling Time, Advanced Barcode Scanner, Supri Bluetooth Transfer, and Chess. I don't know if Supri is misspelled and it should be Super, but I copied that from the website of Lifehacker. Here's how to spot malware. The first thing you need to do when looking into a new app is to look at their maker or developer. On that page, you should be able to see where it says Read About Developer. From here, click View More Apps. When you hit View More Apps, you should see a list of apps that the developer has created. Ask yourself this question: are these apps clones of one another? If they all seem similar, then your best bet would be to skip the opportunity to install it, even though it could be free. But however, would you like to take the risk of installing something that can obtain your information and send it to a remote server? Next thing to do is to read your permissions. Make sure when you install an app to look at the permissions and make sure that there's nothing funny. For example, when you look at a game or flashlight or whatever, for my case, a chess game, I would look at the permission. I know it would need full internet access, but if it said that it needed access to phone calls, why would a chess game need access to my phone calls? There, I would send a red flag up to me, and I would not install that application. I would probably report it. If you're still in doubt, just email the developer. This is rarely done, but it can happen. They could respond back to you. Another thing is to install a security app such as Lookout. And here it will show you that it had been found, a malware alert, Super Guitar Solo, identified as Trojan. My next slide is discussing 2 security apps. The first one is Lookout. It is a free app. It watches for apps that are currently installed on your phone and the ones you will install. It also looks for anything trying to install on the phone. It provides data backup and lost phone location security. And here's what it would look like if you were actually running this application. Another is Norton Mobile Security. This is not a free app. It offers a 101-day trial to review all of its services. It does instant scans of apps trying to install on your phone. Some other features are remote lock and wipe, anti-malware, call, and SMS blocking. There are things that a user can do that can protect themselves other than reading apps and their developers' permissions, etc. The first thing is to improve your physical security and connect the dots. This picture is a representation of my phone, which is the Droid Pro, and I have did the connect the dots. You have to know the pattern in order to access my phone. Another thing to do is to disable any networks that are not in use, such as wireless and Bluetooth. Bluetooth is an easy attack, and it is called blue snarfing. I actually have these disabled because I don't get wireless where I live, so I always turn off wireless, and I have no Bluetooth capability. I do have Bluetooth capabilities on my phone, but I don't have anything Bluetooth that I use, so I just have that disabled as well, and I usually surf the web when I'm at home through my cell phone towers. The next thing to do is password browser caching. Passwords tend to be recovered through JavaScript, and if you have if you download a password browser caching app, it at least would be more secure, and it would have a security threshold that it would go to before releasing the password or displaying the password. Number 4 is to protect your data plan. One thing to do is to disable automatic sync. This is one thing I don't do because I obtain my work emails from work, and I'd like to know what's going on without me having to go online or hit resync all the time myself, so I'd rather have it automatically sync. But I think this is if you have a non-unlimited plan, if you have a certain threshold. I have an unlimited plan, so I don't think I really have to worry about it, but it's always good to limit any kind of data. Another thing to protect your data plan is to find apps that don't have advertisements, because once those advertisements are running when you're playing your apps, that's also syncing data to your phone. Let's see, number 5. Updates. App updates go to the market. If you don't have automatic updates set up on your phone, then you'll have to manually go to the market and do your app updates. For Android updates, contact your service provider, and they should be able to help you with that. The last thing to do is usually downloading a lot of security utilities. This one, the go through SSH to access file system on your mobile device from computer, allows you to use wireless but go through a secure shell to access your phone file system. It doesn't help. It does not. You need to search for an antivirus. That is one thing. It doesn't hurt. That is what I was trying to say. It doesn't hurt to search for an antivirus. You can have a malware spy scan on your phone, but it's also to be safe to install an antivirus as well. Find a password caching agent instead of the one through the browser. Firewall and call blocker. That way you can stop people from calling you and aggravating you. And then there's also network state utilities, which would allow you to see the network settings, status, cache values. And this is to help because if some attacks can attempt to can place special IP addresses and host names on your phone. An example of this is if you may think you're going to one of your credit card holders' websites. However, if you have this hard-coded IP address and host name on your phone, you're actually on the hacker's counterfeit website. So it's best to control your network and be able to see your network state, etc. This concludes my presentation. Here are my references. If you have any questions, please contact me and I'll be more than happy to answer you. Alright, thank you and have a great day.